So I wanted to internalize what I've learned and teach it back to you and teach it back to my kids because these are strategies and skills that I wish I would have had, right? When I started my career and whatever venture, whatever mission that you want to seek out, you're going to have to enroll to help others. So, how do you attract the right people? Well, let's talk about advertisement, right? For a kid, I mean, it's no different than imagine you're at a lemonade stand, right? But it's not your stand. It's crowded with other kids. They're all yelling. They're all waving signs. You're at a farmer's market and everyone has their own lemonade stand. But what makes someone walk over to your own stand, right? If you have one, right? It's not just your lemonade. It's how you present it, right? It's what your sign says. It's how they feel when they see you smiling and offering a taste. And that's what Facebook ads are, right? Everyone's shouting, right? Everyone's trying to cry for your attention. But if you know how to write an ad that connects, people stop scrolling, right? They lean in, they listen. So today I'm going to show you 5 ad types that I learned based on what Chris Smith teaches so that you can copy, tweak, or use to grow your brand, your courses, attracting real estate investors, supporters. Again, it's not investment advice. We're not soliciting any investments on this call. Just showing you what I'm learning every single day so that I can break it down so that even a fifth grader can understand. So if you have better analogies, let me know what they are. So let's start with the first type of ad. This is the testimonial ad. And this is when someone else says, you're awesome, right? It's more powerful than when you say it yourself. That's the magic of the testimonial ad. And I think Chris Smith says this type of ad outperforms most because it builds trust very fast. And especially if that testimony is authentic, right? That video is going to work best. So you might film a short video of one of your students saying, hey, before this course, I didn't even know what a developer was. Now I'm halfway through underwriting my first project, and I know this is what I want to do with my life. That's powerful, right? And maybe if you add a short caption that says, hey, if you ever dreamed of making a difference through real estate or affordable housing, this is for you. And this might be better suited for warm audiences, right? People that already view your videos or maybe your email subscribers. So that's why it's so important for you to build your own email list because look, platforms are probably going to come and go. But typically, most people never change their emails. So look at it, okay? It's almost as this is why advertising is so powerful, right? If you have a friend that tells you, hey, I watched this movie, it was so good. I cried like 10 times. I mean, now you're probably 10 times more likely to watch it, right? Versus not. And it's the same thing with Facebook. Let others talk about you in a positive way, but in an honest and transparent way, right? You're just sharing the truth. All right, second type of ad. This is the straight value ad, right? This ad does not sell, it just teaches. Christmas says one of the best ways to get people to trust you is to simply share something useful. No, no pitch, no pressure. Bring value first. And this might be a 60, 90-second video where you teach one specific thing from your course, right? For example, maybe if you're a developer, you want to say, hey, here's how to quickly evaluate a vacant lot to see if it can qualify for affordable housing using a free zoning map. And here are the 3 red flags to look for, right? And then you might caption that with, hey, this is a free developer tip. Use this 3-step checklist before you waste money on due diligence, right? And this might be better suited for cold audiences, right? Real estate groups, impact focused investors, planners. It doesn't matter what it is. It's people that care about housing and making an impact, right? If you ever been to a Costco, right, they give people free samples. You're not asking them to buy, right? It's the same concept. You giving them something in uh, you're giving them value in advance, and almost sometimes people feel like they need to reciprocate, right? But if it's good, they're gonna come find you for more, right? Or they're gonna offer to their kids, their family, and that's the same thing as providing value first. Third type of ad. This is the pain and solution ad, right? This is the open quotes, right? If you've been struggling with X, try Y, and that's the format, right? It usually taps into empathy, right? Transformation, and maybe you might want to talk about, hey, Are you tired of seeing your city become unaffordable, right? But you don't know how to help? I felt the same way. That's why I created this course to teach people like us how to become developers in our communities so that we can create the housing that everybody needs, right? And then you might include a 30-second video where you share why this mission matters to you and what the course can unlock for someone who joins, right? This might be better for your warm audiences, right? People who stay engaged with your story posts or your testimonials. And again, I'm teaching this back to my kids. I'm not a great marketer yet. I'm learning every day, and you're learning exactly what I'm learning. So it's my responsibility to teach you everything I learned because I wish someone would have documented all this stuff, right? It goes beyond just affordable housing development. You have to be able to learn how to get your message out because it doesn't matter how good your information is if no one ever knows about it. All right. It's almost as if you're offering someone a flashlight when they're stumbling in the dark, right? You're not selling, you're just simply helping them see a new path that they might not have thought was possible or they just didn't even know about it, right? Let's talk about a fourth type of ads. This is the behind the scenes ad, right? People love seeing how things work. It builds transparency, curiosity, connection. So Chris Smith teaches me, and this is what I learned from him, like showing your process typically builds the authority, right? Without any arrogance. You're just showing what you're doing, right? So you might have a reel where you show yourself walking the property and say, hey, I'm scouting this site today. Here's how I analyze it in 3 steps to decide whether it's a good fit for affordable housing. Or maybe you show a whiteboard with your course outline and it says, hey, when I built this course, I started with everything I wish I had on day one. Right. And you might caption it with saying, hey, this is a real developer, real impact, real training. Want to build apartments that actually matter? It's almost as if you're watching a magician, right? Pulling back the curtain, showing the secrets to the tricks, right? You trust more when you see more. All right. The fifth type of ad. This is the call to action urgency ad. So this is when someone's seen the value, right? They heard the stories, they felt your heart, they understand that you care about your mission and you care. That's really, really important. You have to care more than other people. Now it's the time to act, right? This ad is simple, but it works. You got to say, hey, enrollment for the affordable housing developer bootcamp closes Friday at midnight. This is where you learn to source land, structure deals, and create homes people actually need. So join here before the doors close. And then you put your link there. And then you want to pair this with a photo of you speaking, walking a property, or teaching a class. This might be great for you, the people that already visit your website, right? Past students. Or maybe if you're smart, learning how to retarget people that have watched your videos for 75% of the video, right? That's really important. Someone has stuck around to watch your content long enough to build trust. So now you're only retargeting those folks. And this is why the funnel takes so long. You got to figure out like there's so many different relationships that you're creating. And it's almost as if you're telling someone the last bus is leaving, right? If they want in, this is the moment to hop on, right? The school bus is leaving with or without you. So if you only remember one thing about Facebook ads today, it's this: don't shout, serve first, then ask. Because real trust is built through small wins, small little value add tidbits with real stories and helpful content, right? If you use these 5 ad formats and you rotate them, you layer them, you lead with truth, people aren't just going to click. They're going to connect with you. They're going to believe that you care because I sincerely believe that you care. If you did not care, you would not be on this podcast. You would not be on this channel trying to learn how to become an impactful affordable housing developer. So this is why I'm improving myself every single day so that I can become the person that's worthy of your time and more importantly, capable of helping 1 billion people. All right. Hope you all have an amazing Sunday. Spend some quality time with your family and friends today because that's what life is all about. All right. No rest. Let's keep going. Let's stick together. And I hope this was helpful for you. If you guys like learning about these other concepts besides for just affordable housing, I really believe that you got to be well rounded. You got to incorporate all these different skill sets so that you can make an impact. So that's why I'm learning about marketing, learning about sales, Because if you don't know how to sell your project, you don't know how to tell other people about what you do, then you can't create the impact that you want to do. All right. So I appreciate any feedback. If you have good other analogies that you think I should consider, put them in the comments down below. Or hey, just DM me anytime on LinkedIn, Instagram. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. And I appreciate you all so much. Have an amazing Sunday, everybody. See you tomorrow for day 584. Have a good one.